So today I'm going to be talking about our lifestyles and how they potentially are slowly killing us. So I'm not talking specifically about alcohol or drugs or anything like that. It's a lot deeper than that. So listen, get some notepads out. There's a lot to learn. So we will kick off. So how is our lifestyle slowly killing us? Well, it's chemicals, really. At the end of the day, our chemical exposure is getting more and more and more every day. Every new product, every new technology comes with some kind of chemical exposure. So in our homes, just simple things like paint, cleaning products, carpets, beauty products, food, all of these things in our homes are getting more and more chemicals put in them. When we're out of the house and we're traveling around, we're exposed to car fumes, water quality could be poor. You walk past a person in the street and they're wearing perfumes and you inhale that, well, then that's full of chemicals as well. So there's lots of exposure everywhere. What are we going to, so the problem is the chemicals. So what can we do about this? Well, let's have a look at first, what are the chemicals actually doing? Are they good for our skin? Have we got gut issues? Do we have lymphatic issues? Are we getting these autoimmune disorders, neurological disorders like Parkinson's and things like that? Do they just randomly happen to you? I don't think so. I think that the world today is extraordinarily toxic. On average, in Australia, we are exposed to about 48,000 different chemicals. You heard that right. 48,000 different chemicals. That's a lot. And what is the body part that has to deal with all these chemicals? Mostly, it's the liver. The liver, the lymphatics, and the kidneys. They take the biggest hit for these chemicals, and our gut. So, what do we have to do? We have to reduce these chemicals because a lot of them aren't tested for safety. And yes, there'll be like this small amount in, to say in my food, there's a small amount of pesticides and chemicals or something that there's on the food. And then I go to the bathroom and I wash my hair in shampoo, which has got chemicals in it. Then I put my makeup on and that's got chemicals in it. Then I spray myself with perfume. That has chemicals in it. Then I go to the laundry to spray with pre-stain, the stain remover stuff. That's full of chemicals. Then I use my laundry detergent. That's full of chemicals. Then I use the water from the mains. That's full of chemicals. And then I trundle out to meet my friend for a coffee at the coffee shop. I give her a hug. She's covered in perfume. I'm now covered in chemicals. The milk, the coffee, whatever, if it's not organic, that's got chemicals. And then I had to walk there. So I'm exposed to all the car fumes. They've got chemicals. And then I go home and I have my lunch, and if I'm not buying organic, there's more chemicals. And then I decide it's a good day to clean the house. So I'm using bleachers, I'm using toilet cleaners, I'm using all that. That's all chemicals. And then I think, should I pop out to the garden and just do a little bit of weeding? I might spray a little bit of Roundup. That's chemicals, major chemical. Or, and then I decide, okay, it's a good time to go to the beach. So I'll go to the beach, I think everything's lovely, and I go through a big crowd of people. They're all covered in chemicals because they've got their makeup on and their perfumes and all that. So there's actually no escape from chemical exposure. So what can we do personally that can reduce our load? And, I just want to give you a little bit of an analogy to begin with. So, you have a little bit of a chemical exposure just once. It's like a little drop in a bucket. So that's fine. My body can deal with that. It goes. But imagine you're in Queensland or northern New South Wales at the moment and it's raining heavily and your roof starts leaking and you put a saucepan or a bucket under and you're just getting a drip, drip, drip. So throughout the day, that one little drip ends up filling the bucket probably multiple times. So imagine that's your body and the drip is the chemical. So I wake up in the morning, I get a little bit of a drip, and then I go throughout my day and just drip feeding chemicals into my system. By the end of the day, I filled a bucket of chemicals inside myself. Is that really a good thing for me? No, it's not. And you just you know, the rise of all these autoimmune disorders and crazy cancers and all this stuff has just increased exponentially. Why? Do you think it's got something to do with these bucketfuls of chemicals that we have inside our bodies? So if you want to learn a little bit more about how you can do it, or get a few of my resources, or ask me what products I use and where I get them, just comment below. I'm happy. I am more than happy to help you and answer, because I feel like that this is the key to why diseases are so prevalent now that weren't prevalent back in the day, pre-industrial revolution, because the chemicals, it's just more and more and more every day. So I hope you've really enjoyed today. I hope you've learned something. Please comment below if you need any help, or you just want to say, hell yeah, chemicals suck. Write it below. All right, thank you again for watching. It's been a real pleasure, and we'll see you next week.